get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you was just a fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you was just a fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
Hello, my good peoples. How are you? Hi, September. Okay, Grandma's not here today. I'm not going to say where she is. That's up to her. When we see her, she might even pop in. I'm not sure because she's my partner in crime, and we usually do this kind of stuff together. Okay, now, I've been covering the treehouse murder, okay? And the reason why, to begin with, well, because no one else is, and I like that. Number two, because he's representing himself, which I thought, oh boy, here we go, another Daryl Brooks, right? Allegedly, I say that. I don't mean it to be, be mean, but he actually is very, very. He speaks well. It's hard to explain. So hopefully you guys have seen this, because me and Grandma have been covering this case for a week and a half now. And let's see, the state turned over the case to defense, which is Franklin Ty Tucker. He goes by Ty. And so this should be interesting. His first witness is going to be the living witness. Okay, that was his witness. And she's in the hospital, and Friday was so hard to watch. She was scared, but she wanted to let the people know her truth, what happened to her, who did it to her, because everybody's denying this woman and what she knows. I mean, she knew Detroit. She knew all these people that are in this case. Now, I will say this, all these people, the one common denominator of these people is Athena Clay, aka April. And we'll get into that. So we're going to watch this informant, how do you say his name? Naeem? I don't know, Jackson, which I find is interesting. I'll just give you a little cliff note here about him. Once I look more about him, I'll let you know. Okay, so he is an informant, and he's been an informant allegedly since 2011. 11, they call him a professional confidential informant, okay, with the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. First, he ended up talking to Travis, which is John Johnson, and then Ty, and then Detroit. So pretty much to me, there is reasonable doubt in this case. They're relying on what's his name, Travis, his accounts. For some reason, they're all putting it on Tucker, and I don't know why. I haven't seen anything to me so far that I say, "Uh-oh," you know what I mean? And we need to see how justice really works. You know what I mean? It'll be interesting to see what is going to happen. All right, so here is this is what Mr. Jackson got out of this. He was in there for allegedly. I gotta find the court records. It was an order of protection against his girlfriend. So he's a violent criminal. Okay, so he ended up getting out of jail early, and that lifted, and plus he got $2,000. Yeah, just saying. Here we go. I know I'm hard to follow, you guys. I know, because I just go on and on and on. So here is 7 interviews that he ended up doing with the PD, okay? And thank you for Lauren for putting all this out here for the people to make up their own minds, okay? And I want to bring up Paula's interview in 2019, and you'll see how, she's gone downhill, but it's her story, her truth. Okay, guys? All right, here we go. Interview number 1. Come on.
He blatantly kept saying the girl decided to leave. Like he said, like maybe 3 or 4 times.
He's saying the girl is Laura, right? That's what they're saying.
I think her name. I think they said her name.
Did you ever seen this guys before? Tyrone?
No, none of them.
No.
No.
Okay. What you said? After stabbing, what to do? Put it in a backpack.
He said he hid the shit in a backpack and a damn. I'm pretty sure he said air vent, fucking AC vent.
Where was that at?
I don't know. Not that I know. I just know it was behind somewhere behind the CVS.
Yes.
And yes. Behind somewhere behind the CVS. Treehouse.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's your end game in here? What's your end game here? Where are you coming forward? Is it bothering you or?
Listen, yeah,
you got a.
Of course, I want something. I'm not just. Listen, only here on domestic violence. My baby mom tried to drop charges like I don't know how many times.
Yeah. They
ain't dropped it yet. I just want the charges dropped, man. If I can go back on my feet, if I can go back on my probation.
You know that's something I can't do because that's the state. Domestic violence, the state has to play on that. There's no guarantees.
We can do, we can ask, but we just can't guarantee. We can ask the state, and they're going to get involved.
What my thing is, I get on the stand.
Say it again.
I get on the stand.
You get on the. You testify.
I testify.
To that you heard Tyrone.
Yeah, both of them. I tell you blatantly something.
But you know this for a fact or what?
I know
you sound very matter of fact.
They ain't just telling me it's nothing.
You don't think they're full of shit?
Nah, fuck no.
No?
Nah, definitely not Tyrone at all.
You know how it is in jail. People like talk that shit and the boot game and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm sorry to mute it, but I just want to say this guy here, I had a hard time following to begin with because he's talking about 3 different people here. But anyways, I wanted to say something about Friday's hearing. I do want to say, and we all agreed on, I think it was Thursday, that Ty shouldn't have did, he shouldn't have put that video up of, what's his name? I would have put it up the phone records, yeah, but no, not the interview again, because you know what? I knew, well, we didn't know. Allegedly, me and Grandma knew that was a bad idea. And what was crazy also, because when the judge let this happen, and the state was not having a problem, they turned around and was grinning about it. And I'm like, oh boy, this ain't good. And then also, when they tried to get Paula to be able to calm her down, to be able to be, a witness on the stand, which didn't happen, by the way. Why would the hospital call the state during this, okay, and say that she's being discharged? Why would the hospital call and say that to the state during this? I thought that was weird, you guys. Anyways, that's all I want to say. What was this? You can't. Yeah, you know what? That Travis, he has some anger issues. Just saying.
And that, man, but but like, when people,
Anybody else talking about murder in jail?
no,
Just two?
just them two.
All right.
Because he always like old school. I call him old school. I mean,
Who that?
the dude Williams. I call him old school because he sit back if he was on the camera, he sit back in the back with me and talk with me and everything. And then he was like, "What you in here for?" I said, "I really don't talk about my case." But then he was like, "Man, I'm gonna him the bullshit murder, man. But they know I ain't did it, but they think I got something to do with it." And then he just started going from there.
Okay.
Like,
All right. What else? You remember? Anything else?
all I know is him saying that the girl started up, and then it went wrong. And then
How did it go wrong? What happened?
I don't know.
What
I
did
guess
he
they
say?
just. I guess the dude might have bucked. I guess he bucked or whatever.
Yeah.
And he just.
Did you say who this guy was that they're trying to rip?
They didn't say his name.
No.
He just
Got
stuck
a
him up.
nickname or anything like that?
I ain't seen no nicknames or nothing.
Okay. Fair enough. Just wondering. All right, man. Sarge.
The female, Laura, that's not the girl that was there when he was stabbed, right?
I'm thinking that's the one because they said the girl was already there. She was already there. She was already there. So I'm thinking she wasn't called or whatever. But I'm pretty sure that's the one they talking about because that was the only one that was there, and she stayed there.
Probably called him.
Huh?
She called him, you think? Is that
She called him and started off.
Oh, she called him and said it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what would she be there? What would she be there?
Easy to look like she ain't did it.
What?
I mean, he said that. William said that. It just looked like she ain't did it.
Yeah.
It looked no better than that. And if you dare, why somebody getting robbed? It looked that better. It looked that way anyway.
Yeah.
You ain't had nothing to do with it.
So did they say they robbed her too, or?
Yeah, see, that's what they said. They said they robbed her, took everything, and then it made it look like she wasn't there.
I got
definitely said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got
He
you.
definitely said that.
Okay.
And that's why I say he said we, because he said we robbed both and took everything.
Yeah.
And he said he wasn't there.
I got you. All right. I mean, at first it was just that she had made a phone call, but she was there.
Yeah.
That's good.
You have an attorney?
I got Hernandez marathon Christopher Hernandez.
Okay. You should probably let him know Monday that you've talked to us.
Yeah.
Or her, I'm sorry, let her know that you've talked to us.
Mhm.
So that when we start going a bit further with this and we talk to the state, then we all are on the same page. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Because you want your attorney to be well aware that you're talking to us.
All right.
Okay?
I said so. She came to see me today.
That's all right.
Yeah. Like I said, man, I know it ain't really much y'all can do, but the charge wasn't getting dropped. I'm just trying to get them dropped. Like,
Well, not too many people have come forward and help out in something like this, so I appreciate that.
Talk to her though, because she can start, they can start asking for stuff also and send it this way. It works both ways.
That's fine. Can I get like a number from y'all? Not number or someone to call?
Sure, man. I'll get you one of my quarters. Get the winning tickets. they're new
I ain't,
things.
like I said, man, I don't want nothing else, man. I'm a family man now. I just want to go back and start fishing like I've been doing and just get on with my life. I don't even mind getting back on probation. It's not more than a year.
Right,
I just want my life back. It was a mistake from the beginning.
right. Okay, well, a homicide is way bigger of an issue than a dispute between, the spouses, especially if she's willing to work with you on it. And she's okay with you coming home, you know what I mean?
Okay, that's
We
what
take
she
that into
wants.
heart. Also, we have to take that into consideration, what she wants.
That's
What's
exactly
the
what
best
she
for her.
wants.
Okay.
I mean, if y'all want a phone number from her, you can call her too.
Okay.
You want her number?
Give her name.
What is it?
Give his spouse's name and number for us.
What's her name?
Ruth Ellen Nunez.
Who's Ellen?
Ruth Ellen. Yeah. Ruth Ellen, Hannah Nunez, whatever.
You gotta give me
Yeah,
one.
she's got, her number is 305
Mm-hmm.
834 5144.
51?
Yeah, 5144. 834 5144.
Got it.
305.
All
She
right.
gets off of work. She gets off of work at 5.
All right, cool,
But
man.
probably won't reach out to her until next week because we have to go through our supervisors too, though. Just so you know, so don't be worried if
That's
anything happens this weekend.
Okay, this is interview number 2. Remember, there's 7 of them. And, this guy himself, allegedly, he wouldn't have got in trouble or got an OFP for domestic violence if it didn't happen. To give him a deal to get out of jail? I don't understand that. So it's not me that's muted.
Can you state your full name for me?
Naeem Hassan Jackson.
Spell your first name for me.
Naeem.
And your date of birth?
5/19/79.
And I am Detective Matt Pitcher with Monroe County Sheriff's Office. Today's date is June 28th, 2018. It is 12:08 p.m. You swear and affirm that everything you're about to tell me is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
All right. So they told me bits and pieces. If it's all right, can you start from the beginning with me and
Well,
go it?
I was over there with I just know him by Tyrone. I forgot his real. I think it's Richard is his real
Can
name.
you describe him a little bit to me?
He's a white guy. Got one teeth right here, and the rest of them gone.
Okay.
He sleeps all the way at the end in G Dorm. He sleep all the way at the end on Part 4. Sleep all the way at the back.
Skinny, small, or
He's
big?
kind of medium guy. Got gray hair, receding hairline.
That's good.
Right. So I was over there with him. For the first day, he really didn't say anything to me. But the second day, I started playing cards with his partners. One dude they call Grandma, and the other dude, he's in there for murder too, I think. Stig. They call him Stig. I think it's Stig for I don't know what his name is. He sleep right next to him.
Okay.
So they both in there on murder charges. But Stig wouldn't tell me shit about his. But after the second day, when he seen me playing, I was playing dominoes with him, and then he started coming play with us and everything. And I don't know if he was trying to impress me or nothing or whatever, but he just started talking. Yeah, man, I'm in here on the murder. And at first he said he just got a new girlfriend. I mean, he got a girlfriend that just started helping him out, and she bought him a lawyer. But then later that night.
Okay, I want to say this too. This guy, this informant here. This is crazy. What they ended up doing is have him move to all these different areas with these defendants, co-defendants, or whatever in this case. I want to know why they were all in the same jail. Wouldn't you think they would, put them in different jails? Heck, I don't know what I'm talking about. What else was I going to say about this man? I can't remember. If I do, I will come back.
He just started kind of opening up, and he was saying they say they're playing about a girl. I forgot her name, but it's April now.
April?
It's April.
Okay.
I think her name because I thought it was Laura. Laura was not Laura. It's April.
Gotcha.
So the whole plan was her plan. Like she called him up, and the guy that's in my damn dorm, Wilson.
Yep.
She called him up and she
She
stimulated
called
the plan.
Wilson up?
She called dude up first. She called Tyrone up first.
Gotcha, okay.
Richards. And then he called what's his name up? He called Wilson up.
Okay.
And they were supposed to plan it because they had another guy that was supposed to be driving a truck, a gray truck.
Okay.
And they said how they were gonna do it, like they was gonna like call him up and he had a shipment coming in, a dope. And it was supposed to be at that treehouse place.
Okay.
Behind the CVS.
Gotcha.
All right, so dude say he said
And
something
when you say
about
Duce, you're saying Tyrone.
Tyrone.
He's telling you all of this.
Tyrone telling me first.
Okay, gotcha.
So he was saying how they're supposed to set dude up and get the shit, but he said it went bad because the one dude said he wasn't there, and he said he called the dude up, and he said it was all three of them. He besides the girl, he said it was all three of them.
Okay.
That's what he said.
Gotcha.
But then he went into details, man. He went into details about how he stabbed the dude. He said the shit went wrong, and then I guess they had him in the house, and he panicked or wasn't. And he said he was stabbing the motherfucker like with a knife and shit.
Did he say where he stabbed him, or did he point? Or
no, he just said he stabbed him repeatedly, and then he said he actually told me that he fucking had in a backpack, a black backpack or some shit like that. He had the knife in it and put it in the fucking the AC system. He had the shit in there.
Okay.
Like he was just, man. I think he was just. I don't know if he was trying to impress me more, but the more he kept saying, the more that shit sounded like real. But then I moved out of the pod with him because they moved me in like 3 or 4 days. So they moved me over here with this motherfucker, Wilson.
Okay.
So Wilson, like, I don't know what brought it up. I was talking about something. And then he was like, yeah, man, I'm on a pussy-ass murder. I said, what kind of murder? He said, well, this dude said I was with him, but I wasn't with him. But then he slipped because he said, like, when he started talking about it, he was like, he said the same thing. He said the girl was supposed to set it up.
Okay, see how this gets confusing? Now he's talking about Detroit. Okay, which is Rory Wilson. And he was convicted, I think it was in 2020 for this. So he'll be talking about April, which is the common denominator here. Anybody they've talked to has brought up April, and this was allegedly a payback. So he's going to be talking about April, Detroit, Ty, and Travis. His real name is John Johnson.
And then he was saying like how like they're supposed to put all of them on the ground. Like they're supposed to just put everybody on the ground.
Okay.
But see, that's where he fucked up at because he said he wasn't there. But then he said they're supposed to put them all on the ground. And he said the girl got on the ground, but she was the one really involved in it. The girl April.
Okay.
Like that's what I told him. I thought it was Laura. Was he said he confirmed it. Just the other day he said it's April.
Okay.
Because I asked him. I tried to be slick with him. I said, man, I was out on Stock Island the other day because I was working out there, and I asked him. I said it's a girl that walked up the dude that was working at. They know her, and she said she just got through robbing somebody. I said, what you say the girl name was? And he just flat said April.
Okay.
So he just like he knew what time it was and everything.
Yeah.
But he was telling me first he lied to me. He said that he cut the dude off because he found the dude was gay. He said the dude lived on top of him, but he lived on top of him with this dude named Dave. I know Detroit Dave. I know.
Okay.
So Detroit Dave moved, and he said he moved the dude in with him. He said he moved
When you say dude again, you're talking about
Tyrone. He said Wilson said he moved Tyrone in with him.
Okay.
But then he said he found he was gay, so he had to. He moved. I think he moved up with Tyrone. Then with Dave then. And then like he was saying how they were supposed to meet up at the treehouse and all that shit, and how it's crazy how he said it because he tried to knock himself out of the case, but then the way he was telling me that it's like he was fucking there.
What was he saying?
He said we fucked up. That's what he said. He said we fucked up, and the shit went bad. He said the dude panicked too fast, and the girl she didn't want to lay down or something like that. And then he said I think he said after the dude got through stabbed him up, he was already gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they went off in the truck. It was in the truck first. I don't know where he went and hid. I don't know where he said they went and hid the damn thing at, but Tyrone told me out of his mouth that he went and hid the fucking. He hid the knife in the book bag and then put it in the fucking in the AC system.
He said that he's the one who put it in the AC?
Yeah, he straight up said it.
Gotcha. All right.
So all Wilson did was confirm that it happened. Like the way he said it, because he said the shit went bad, and he said we fucked up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So because he said he tried to say he wasn't involved, but he's still talking to me now. Like he should be saying bits and pieces and shit. He's still telling me a little bit every day. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll not talk to me and he'll be arguing with some dudes, and then he'll come over there and he'll be mad about what they saying, and then he'll go to talking about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting more and more every day. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, at first I thought he said Laurel, but then like when I asked him, he said it's April. He said I gotta look at my shit again, but I'm pretty sure it's April. You know what I'm saying? Like they did that serious though. Both of them, the way they explain it, they dead serious. The dude, I don't know how he said he stabbed him, but he just said he just kept stabbing him. You know what I'm saying? Repeatedly.
Did he say like I think I stabbed him X amount of times or anything like that? Or?
That's what he didn't say. He just said he stabbed him until he fucking just started moving. The girl started screaming, whatever her name is, April.
Okay.
Started screaming but then like she shot up, but it was like the whole plan was the girl's on. You know what I'm saying? Like I guess she had been sleeping with the dude or whatever, or I don't know. I don't know the situation behind it, but the whole thing, like he said, the girl saw up everything. You know what I'm saying? But he just said it went bad, and when he said it went bad, I talked to him, and like all he did was confirm that shit. But the way he said it was he wasn't there. But then he said we fucked up.
Yeah, and then was it Wilson that went on to say that Tyrone or whatever wasn't there when he came? Is that what you said, that he came down or something?
No, see, he said Tyrone said he was there.
Right.
He said he wasn't there. Wilson said he wasn't there.
Right, but then he said something about we fucked up.
That was Wilson saying
and that they had already left in the truck or something like that?
That was Wilson that said that.
After the stabbing, that they were gone and Wilson was there by himself, type thing?
Yeah, they say he said when he said we fucked up, I think he was the last one there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I
ain't for sure. I'm gonna try to get more out of him.
All right.
But
here's what I want you to be safe for you. You number one, right?
Yeah.
You get that. I don't want you asking questions that can
I never do. He always, every time he get in an argument, I be praying for him to get in arguments with, because he like, for some reason, he argue with the white dudes all the time.
Okay.
So every time he get in an argument, he always confide in me. He'll come talk to me first, and then he'll start back on the murder shit again.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's like today, he was saying, yeah, man, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna beat this pussy ass case, man. He said, they trying to give me 5 years to talk. But he said, I know if I talk, then they're gonna implicate me in the whole murder and shit. But he already done said he was in the damn murder. Like,
right.
Like both of them. Like they basically just told themselves.
What about the third guy you were talking about driving the truck?
They say he in protected custody over there in Beat on.
Okay.
They say he the one drove the truck though. They say that was his truck.
Gotcha.
I guess that was his truck. But it's supposed to be a gray Dodge Ram or some shit like that.
Right.
I know it's gray.
Right.
Yeah, but they say he was just a driver, but I don't know if he was inside while they was robbing the dude or whatever. But I know he was the third man.
Okay.
The girl was the first, regardless.
She's the one who's
playing the whole thing.
And did you tell my partner something about Burger King or anything like that?
See, I don't think he said anything about. Did he say something about Burger King? No. He said he worked at Burger King.
Okay, is that what it was? Okay.
The dude say he works at Burger King.
And that.
But I just know he said it was behind the CVS, and it was the place they call the Treehouse.
Right. Yep.
That's basically the whole information. Because he said he had 2 jobs. One was at Burger King, and one was at some place he was supposed to be another cook or something like that.
Okay.
No, at Santa Marino or something like that. But all I know is he said was behind this place CVS, and then that they were supposed to meet up at the Treehouse.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's basically
everything. And that the plan originally came from the girl named April.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that was the girl that was supposed to be there.
All right. Have you ever heard the name Paula? Does that name ring a bell at all?
See, that's the name I told him the first time. Was no, I
No,
said
you said
Laura.
Yeah, Laura.
I don't think so. Let me.
Again,
What I'm gonna do is, all I gotta do is manipulate the other dude and argue with him,
All right.
and I can find out anything I want to.
Just be careful. That's all I'm asking. I don't want you to get hurt.
Like they easy. He easy to start talking, man. He got loose lips.
Right.
He easy to just start talking.
All right.
But like I told your partner, man, I'm willing to testify because they were dead ass serious, man. And I don't deal with the devil around and that shit in that area before, man. But killing somebody, that shit ain't even not for no fucking dope, man.
No, you're absolutely right. Well,
You know what I'm
especially the kid that got killed, man.
He was a kid?
Well, no, he was an adult,
But he wasn't.
Yeah, he was unfortunately a little bit mentally challenged, from what we understand.
That's crazy. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't deserve. But that dude, they basically both told on themselves. And the more he opens up, man, the more he tells, man. Like he really did fuck that dude up, man. Like I think he was really there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, he tried to implicate he wasn't, but the first time he said we fucked up, that let me know he was fucking there. And the way he said it, it was like he kind of held his head.
Okay. He ends up saying 3 different names. I'm glad you caught that too. This case has been mishandled by law enforcement. Oh God, there's so much to this. But you get these informants or so-called witnesses, and you don't know what to believe. It's sad. A man's life was taken, and Paula's almost was. So don't think that I'm sticking up for anybody or anything, but I've seen no evidence so far. And especially with the DNA, I was really looking forward to the DNA expert on the stand. But yeah, I mean, listen to this guy. You know what? Do you think people in jail are really going to talk like that? Hey, I don't know. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a doctor. I'm not anything. I'm just a YouTuber watching this stuff. But yeah, pay attention to this guy. He's been an informant since 2011, allegedly.
Head down when he said this shit.
Yeah.
So he not only did he know what's going on, I think he was there.
Okay. What about you know anybody goes by the name Hollywood who was also there?
They were saying that. They were saying that fucking name.
What did they say?
They just kept saying, that's the name, because he asked me if I know somebody named Hollywood.
Okay.
He just asked me that shit. I told him I don't go to Key West. I don't come to Key West. I stay in Marathon.
Right.
And he just asked me that stuff. He just asked me that
well,
shit.
Act like you've never heard it or whatever.
Yeah.
If he brings it up, that would be one.
Yeah, because I promise you, he just asked me that like 3 days ago, man, if I knew somebody named Hollywood.
All right.
Yeah. That's a black dude, right?
No,
it ain't a black dude. I'm gonna get out of him. He just said he asked me about 3 days ago.
Just another possible victim type thing. That's
yeah.
all. Tell me again, Tyrone. Oh, before we do that,
okay.
I wanted to get this and I forgot to get it. Describe Wilson to me.
He got gray hair, gray and black hair. He got waves all in it. He kind of a big guy. He walked with kind of like his back messed up just a little bit, like an old man. He just walked like an old man. He kind of
White or black?
set, huh?
White or black?
He black. He got white and gray hair. I mean, gray and black hair with waves in it. He always have a brush. He got kind of a deep voice. Matter of fact, he looked kind of like Bill Cosby. If you think about Cosby, he looked kind of like Cosby. You put in the mind Cosby.
Tell me about it. Would you say something about his voice?
His voice, he got deep baritone.
Stand
voice.
out?
Huh? Yeah, it stands out from everybody's.
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he got a deep baritone, deep in the mind.
Would you recognize him by his voice only? If you heard his voice and couldn't see him, would you recognize him?
Yeah, of course.
That's pretty good for that. Now, if we can go back to Tyrone one more time, tell me again what Tyrone told you.
All he said was, at first he said, He the one. He's the original one that first said that the girl planned it. He never told me his name. It was only Wilson that told me his name.
Gotcha.
But he was like, the girl that was involved set the shit up, but the shit went wrong. He said, man, I had to fucking hold this dude down and keep stabbing him until he fucking didn't move. Like he said, he just stabbed him multiple times, but he didn't say
he
how
had to
many.
hold him down and keep stabbing
Yeah, he
him
had to
so
hold
he
him
didn't
down and
move.
keep stabbing. Yeah, and after that, he was like, man, I had to fucking rush up out of there. I fucking rushed up out of there. Had dude take me. He said he had dude take me somewhere and fucking stuck the knife in the book bag and put the shit in the air vent.
So he had someone take him to a location?
Yeah, take him to a location. He didn't want to stuck it in the air vent.
Okay.
So that's air conditioner. Anyway, that's big. But like he kept saying, how did he say it? All he did, he just kept telling me over and over that he had to fucking get rid of the dude. He had to keep stabbing him and shit like that. Like, but then he said, I'm pretty sure he said the dude because he didn't want to tell me about the dude in PC or protective custody or wherever, like that was supposed to testify against him. He said that's probably gonna be the only problem of him even losing or winning the case.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But no, he basically guilty. He said he was guilty. Might as well say.
Right.
It just said he stabbed a dude. Like he just kept stabbing him. Like, and he said the shit went wrong. Though. He said it went bad. It's like he went struggling, and then the way he came in the house, I guess it surprised him or whatever. And like I said, they said the girl like she was like hysterical. She still got on the ground, but then she started screaming. I guess she probably screamed.
She got stabbed or anything? Did either one of them talk about her?
Nobody talking about hurting her. Like,
okay.
She was just part of the plan.
All right. I brought you up here because I wanted to keep you out of the.
Okay, and what I want to say about this horrific crime, this murder and attempted, there's another man, oh God, what's his name? We just watched an interview with him. These people, okay, like you said, the one has, was, slow, but they are elderly, okay? Who does that to elderly people? I don't know.
All right.
But yeah, she was the one that orchestrated the plan. That's all I know.
Okay.
But he told me, now he didn't tell me April. What's his name told me April. But I guess I'm going to look into that again because I'm pretty sure he said April. If it's Lord, then it might be wherever you say the name is. I'll find out.
I think you're April's.
Yeah.
Good. Hey, we're gonna cut this short because some people lined up over there. So if anybody were to say anything, tell them whatever you want to tell them that I was
I ain't
about
worried
the
about
domestic. All right.
Yeah. It's easy. I can something without anything.
We're finishing right now. No, you're fine. You're good.
That was sad.
That has my name and number. I gave him a piece of paper that's got my name and number on it.
Yes, poor Paul is still traumatized. And this was in 2017, if you guys didn't know, November 17th, 2017. I don't know. I have a problem with this guy, and I don't know why. I don't know. And that's them muted, not me. I know. Have you seen Paula? Frill little thing?
That works.
Hit record, he says. It'll work when you hit record.
It did. Oh, well.
Hold on 1 second. All right. This is Detective Matt Pitcher and Detective Barrios. Today is July 10th, 2018. The time is 4:01 p.m. We are speaking with
Naeem Jackson.
date of birth.
5/19/79.
You swear and affirm that everything you're about to tell me is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
All right.
All right, so now he says that what's his name, John Johnson, whatever his name is.
Okay.
He said he dropped him off. But yeah, he was talking about it. He slipped. First he was talking about the case, because I mentioned the girl April again,
Okay.
and then I'm like, so it was a girl, her name was April. He was like, yeah. So then he slipped and he said, yeah, that's supposed to be the he said something, and then he said I said, so who the fuck was driving? He was like, man, they saying that it was another dude with us, but then he slipped and said the dude dropped us off. Instead of saying he dropped other people off, he said the dude dropped us off. So it was the dude in a gray truck.
Who was this you were talking to this time?
This is I think his name Wilson, man.
Okay.
Roy Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's saying the dude said he dropped him off, and then like when I backed him up, I said, you say he dropped it off? He backed up and said, no, I ain't say that. I'm like, damn, you just told me that. So I said, you know what? Just don't talk about your case no more with me, right? But then that same night, he was like, big dog, the only reason I'm telling you this, man, because you know what I'm saying, I just got it on my mind. I got it on my conscience and shit. So I said, what you mean? What you got on your conscience? He was like, man, I don't know. The shit just wasn't supposed to happen the way it happened. Like, that was the end, but I want to tell y'all that before I got that out. You know what I'm saying? Before it got away. Yep. But yeah, I think his name, I'm pretty sure he said his name John, I don't know if it's John Johnson, or Josh Johnson, wherever. Okay. But he was like, the dude dropped him off. But then, like I say, he tried to say it wasn't. He slipped all the time when he talked. Right. He always slipped when he talked. But then, like, I don't know. I think he's trying to be smart, but he ain't being smart by the way he's saying shit. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's all I got, man. But
no, that's good. Hey, anytime, man, you can do it the way you did it, where have your baby mama give us a call, and
that's why I want to have her give you a call, just because I can't use nobody's phone and then do it. So.
And how long ago was this that he told you?
This was yesterday.
It was just yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then that's when he was talking about somebody in the dorm. He said his lawyer said somebody in the dorm wrote a statement to the state attorney or something like that. Okay. And I'm thinking he was talking about me. I'm like, fuck, I can't be here that long, but man, y'all keep me there as long as you can. Let me get as much information as I can.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't think of nothing. That was the only conversation you guys have had so far?
That's the only conversation. But see, I told him I'll talk with him tonight, because I like, man, wait till everybody go to sleep tonight, and then we'll talk about it tonight. All right. So I'm planning on a conversation with him tonight.
Good deal. All right, that's all. I'm going to go ahead and turn this stuff off.
So yeah, I think this is interview number 6. There's 7. I know, poor Paula. She's a frail little thing now. I don't know what's wrong with her. She's in the hospital.
This is Detective Matt Pitcher from our County Sheriff's Office. Today is July 17th, 2018. The time is 9:40 a.m. and I'm speaking with
Naeem Jackson.
date of birth.
5/1979.
You swear and affirm everything you're about to tell me is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, I did.
All right.
So I was talking to him, and he said April the one called Roy.
Okay.
And started it up. April called everything and started it up. The lady Paula already knew about it. He said that Paula owed April some money, so she said she had to play along or whatever. But he was like, they weren't supposed to like slice her throat and shit, because I heard she got her throat sliced.
Right.
So it was all over a $250 fucking rock. It was a cookie.
Okay.
It was a whole cookie. What else? Okay, he said the only thing that's fucking him and Rory up is the dude from over in B1. He said they'll beat the charges, but the dude threw him under the bus. He said the dude told everything and threw him under the bus. But he's saying that he just helped hold him down. He said Rory He said when the report come back or the autopsy, he said it's gonna be a left-handed stab. He said the dude was stabbing with the left hand. So he's saying Roy didn't want to stab him, but now he said he held him down. The first time he told me that he stabbed him down.
Yeah, they stopped moving, right?
Yeah, he stopped moving. Now he's saying Roy. He's saying it's gonna be Roy that take the downfall anyway, because he said it was a left-handed stab. He said he kept stabbing with his left hand. So he's saying that's just what he told me. What else? He said that the only one got picked up. Now they were both walking. They were both walking in the black. They had on black or whatever.
Okay.
That was really both of them walking. But he's saying the lady only identified Rory in Hollywood. He said Hollywood. It says it right here. He said Hollywood told him, "Don't worry, I left your name out of it," because Hollywood know he was there.
Told that to who?
Franklin. Yeah.
Okay, Franklin.
Yeah. So he's saying Hollywood really know, because he said Hollywood came to his dorm and G'd on him. You know what I'm saying? And he's saying he said that when he seen him, he was like, "Man, don't worry, I left your name out of it." You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So Hollywood, I guess he lied, whatever. If y'all interviewed me, he lied about it.
All right.
So man, the dude's still telling me shit.
Is it good?
Every day I wake up, and I talk to him.
Yeah.
Like he talked to me. Like I was trying to get it yesterday because I didn't want to forget nothing, and I didn't want to have to keep writing. You know
If it's all right, I'm gonna take that from you, obviously.
yeah, you can take this.
Perfect. I appreciate it. And everything that's on this piece of paper, and
true.
everything you told me today is coming from Franklin.
It came from Franklin, yeah.
There was no more from, Rory.
No, Rory's out of the dorm.
Okay. All right. Did you anything else that you can think of that's not on this paper?
Oh, shit, hold on. It is something I couldn't remember. The clothes that Rory had. He was supposed to go over there and help him get the clothes. He said the old lady and Rory got caught with the clothes, but he was supposed to go over there and help him get the clothes. That was sucked with blood or whatever the fuck they was on.
Okay.
That was said too.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I got.
That's good, man. That's good. I'm gonna get into this off. This is Detective Matt Pitcher with Monroe County Sheriff's Office. It is 1:38 p.m. on July 25th, 2018. I am with
Naeem Jackson,
date of birth.
5/19/79.
You swear and affirm everything you're about to tell me is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You still talking to Franklin Tucker?
Yes, not yesterday, but the day before, he just broke down and told me everything.
When you say broke down, was he crying? Or
Yeah, he wasn't crying, he just wanted to talk. He wanted to talk. He was like, "Man, I just want to get it off my chest."
Okay.
So, he was like saying, "I told you a little bit of lie." He said, "I really didn't stab him, dude, but I was there and I held him down while Rory stabbed him." He was like, it wasn't the dude that was there, because first he told me it was the dude that was there. He was like it was the one that came to save him. Like, and the
when
girl.
you say the one that came up to save.
The victim,
Okay.
the one that got stabbed. It wasn't the one that they came to rob.
Okay.
It was the one that came to save them.
Do you remember who they came to rob? Do you remember the name?
I forgot his name.
Was it a him or a her?
It was a him and a her.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the girl was there too, but it was the girl April, the one shot her up, and it was a revenge hit on the girl Paula.
Okay.
Really, and then the dude that was there, the dude that was waiting on the drugs or whatever.
Okay.
And then out of nowhere, he said everything was cool, but one of them started hollering for help, and then he was like, the dude that came upstairs, I guess that's the one that got it. He came up there and he actually tried to save the dude, and by this time they already had split Paula. They already had split her throat. It was a revenge hit on her in the first place.
Okay.
Well, all they wanted was the dope and the money that was supposed to be coming.
Yep.
And then they just I guess he said they helped dude down because he wouldn't shut up with the front, and he was fighting back. He was trying to help the other dude, and he said Roy was the one that kept stabbing him. That's why he told me That was the day that it was gonna be a left-handed stab anyway, because Roy was the one that was doing the stabbing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what at first. I think he was just at first when I first met with him a time ago. He told me it was him that stabbed him, but I don't know. I think because the last couple of days he was sitting there and he was rattling his mind, and then he was telling me a little stuff, and then he just got off his chest. And then he was like, man, it wasn't me, man, but I fucking helped. And the dude really did. The one John Johnson, he really did. Like he was there. He fucking dropped him. He didn't drop him off. He held him there first.
Okay.
He said, but then when he came out, he said the dude must have got some more scared because he fucking left him there.
Okay.
Yeah, and he said it was messed up because he was supposed to be just waiting on his cut or whatever. I don't even think he got his cut
Okay.
or whatever. They say they split up a little bit of money and a cookie of crack. It was only a cookie, like $250 worth of crack.
Gotcha.
That wasn't really shit. They killed a dude over fucking nothing, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Nothing, like nothing. It was just, then like it was little shit he was telling me because he was like, if he would have had it his way, he just would have bought a baseball bat instead of the damn knife, and then they would have just beat him down, you know, beat him both to death instead of just fucking stab him. I looked at him like he was crazy, but it was already too late. He already had told him like that. I want to say something like that, and we're gonna beat him to death instead of just, you know what I'm saying?
That makes it better somehow.
Yeah, I guess that don't make it no better because he's still gonna murder him.
Yeah.
But man, really just to tell you you murder somebody in cold blood, that's foreign for real. That's some shit you don't even do.
No.
I get mad at people every day, man. But shit like that, that's different.
No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Did he ever? I know one time he talked about the knife. Did he tell you anything about the knife that he used or whatever this time? Did he mention what he did with
The
it?
only thing he mentioned was the knife he like they hid it in a book bag and put it in a fucking
And he definitely said that.
yeah, he
the
definitely
knife
said,
was in that book.
yeah,
bag?
he said it was in the book bag. It was in a little piece, the front little zip. He put it in there and they put it in the AC unit.
Okay.
He definitely said that out of his mouth.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? At first he told me the dude John Johnson did it, whatever his name is.
Right.
But then like he started after he started going over his story again, he's saying he didn't want to put it in there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like he did the same thing Roy do. He'll skip on bits and pieces and then he'll come back and put himself right there in the mix in it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he basically just, I think he was just trusting me more, and then just started telling me more. Like, yeah, but he was the one that actually put it in the book bag, and then put it in the damn AC unit. And Roy was the one that was supposed to get ready to close. He was just supposed to go help Roy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he say if those are clothes that we got? Did he say
That's the clothes that they got for the murder. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that were at the? Did he say what they were in or anything like that?
I know they were supposed to put it in the trash bag.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was already supposed to be in the trash bag, and then he was supposed to help him, and then I don't know what happened, what he said to that, but
Good deal.
like, yeah, it just, dude, I don't think he lying, man. Yeah.
I think you're right. All right. Anything else you can think of that he told you?
The only thing he been saying lately is, like, the lawyer he got now, he's pretty sure that, that the person that hired him, the lawyer, gonna get him out of it, because he said he can blame it all on Roy just because Roy was the actual one that stabbed him, stabbed the lady, and that's the only voice they heard. And he say in the paperwork, he said one of the dudes say it was two black men, or the lady or one of them said it was two black men, but he was laughing about it. He was like, shit, they can't get me like that. Like, but he was saying they can't get me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, it's like he indicates himself in everything. He's just trying to find more loopholes out. He talks a lot. He just, he really never shuts up. When he gets in the mood for it, he just keeps talking about it and talking about it and talking about it. Sometimes I can't really write it down like I want to. I be wanting to write it down, but I can't.
No, don't do anything that's gonna get you. No, I don't want
Yeah.
that. So just remember it the best you can. If you have an opportunity to write it down, like before, go for it. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
let him talk.
Yeah, that's what he does. He just, almost every day. Like it took him 2 days one time not talk about it, but then every day since then. Like last night, he talked. You know what I'm saying? He never really shuts up about it.
Yeah. Well, no, I appreciate it. Anything else you can think of?
Not so far. I'm knowing he'll talk about it every day.
Absolutely.
He'll keep talking about it now. Now that he brought it back up, he'll just keep coming with it. He does the same thing Roy would. Roy gets mad at one person and he'll talk about it.
Yep.
Franklin just, if it's on his mind and he sits there for a minute, he just start talking about it.
Good deal.
But he'll talk to me like forever.
As long as you're listening, I'm sure that's all he cares about.
Yeah, as long as I'm listening.
Good deal. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this off.
Okay, and I think there's two more. There's this one and the last one of this informant. Then I want to show Paula's from 2019.
This is Detective Matt Pitcher. It is August 13th, 2018, 10:23 a.m. I am with
Naeem Jackson,
date of birth.
5/1979.
You swear and affirm everything you're about to tell me is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
Yeah.
What's going on?
So I think last year you asked me about the mask. The mask that you got, like you got several of them. Neither one of them is a mask.
What's he saying?
He's saying the mask is somewhere close to where the knife in the bag got hidden. It just, like all the ones you got is like his son's on.
Okay.
Yeah, but the mask that him and Roy used, like he said, it's just near that. He kept like beating around the bush, but he wouldn't tell me
So
exactly
it's
where.
just kind of like what, it was near the knife is what
Yeah,
you're saying?
it's near the knife, so it's somewhere over there, man.
Okay.
And he's saying the shit got blood stains on it and shit. So
Is there anything else that he said?
I mean, he pointed everything at Roy. He's saying like. He said you ain't gonna be able to pin him because everything was a left hand stab. And he's saying like, even though he did it, you ain't gonna be able to point it at him. He's saying Roy did it all. He's saying, and so he said he's gonna say in court that it was a left hand stab, and the way it was stabbed, that Roy did it. I'm kind of thinking Roy didn't do it now. Now, I mean, he might have been there, but I don't think he stabbed him.
What makes you think that?
Because the way he said it, he said on the way he stabbed him, he stabbed him left hand. He said it was a quick thinking. So he kept stabbing with the left hand. So like Roy did, because Roy is left-handed.
Perfect. Good deal. Has he been saying anything else?
Nah, he gone now.
Yeah.
They took him out of the pod.
Yeah, he should be, well, once you go back, he should be showing back up.
Yeah.
So. All right, man.
But yeah, them masks is they're different places now, man. I'm pretty sure he said it was down by where y'all found the knife at, but it's just not in the same place.
Okay.
I think it was a drastic measure move, like just threw him somewhere. But I can tell you the ones you got right now, ain't none of them got nothing on it.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut this off.
Yes.
This is Detective Matt Pitcher. It is August 30th, 2018 at 4:30 p.m. I'm with
Naeem Jackson.
Do you swear and affirm everything you're about to tell me is true and accurate to the best of your ability?
Yes.
Best of your knowledge, I mean. All right, so I know we've talked before in the jail, and now you're out. Congratulations. We talked about the murder that occurred on Stock Island that was considered the treehouse.
Treehouse robbery.
Can you refresh my memory? I know it's been a little while since the first time we talked, but everything that you can remember that Tucker's told you since being in jail.
Well, the first time that I actually seen him, it was in G dorm. And the first day, like I was around him and his friends, but he didn't say nothing to me. But the second day is like he was trying to like be my friend, buddy was trying to impress me. Then he was telling me about how he stabbed the dude up, and they still ain't had no evidence. It was looking good for him, and he was gonna get out. At first I ain't believe him. And then he like every day just kept telling me, he was like, yeah, man, how I stabbed him up, man, it was crazy, but I had to do it. He was like, dude came in and tried to rescue the other dude that was robbing. And he was saying something about it was supposed to be out of retribution, like it was a revenge robbery. But it wasn't really about the dude it was revenge on. It was the lady that he was with. And they said another lady set it up. I forgot her name, but she's supposed to been the one that set it up. But for some reason the girl was supposed to know about it. After that, like I ain't seen no more because I was only there 3 days, and then all of a sudden, like I said, I didn't believe him. But then I started talking to one of his co-defendants over in Edom, which was Rory Wilson.
Okay.
I started talking to him, and it came together, like the stuff he was telling me and the stuff that Franklin was telling me it matched up. Everything started to like come to pieces together, so I started believing it.
And what did Rory Wilson tell you?
Rory at first, Rory was saying it was all on Franklin Tucker. He saying he said first he said he wasn't there, but then he started contradicting himself. Like he was like, man, we fucked up, and we were supposed to do lights right here, and we were supposed to do lights right here, but we didn't, and we fucked up. So
he said we're supposed to do this like this or
like,
this.
well, he was saying like how they were supposed to do the robbery. It wasn't supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be just them two. It's supposed to be a third dude that's going in with them, and then but then they said they made him wait in the truck or whatever, and he said the way they did it, I guess either the girl had time to scream or whatever, and it looked bad because some dude came up there and tried to help him. Okay. You know what I'm saying? The dude that was robbing, or the dude that was robbing, they was robbing him, but one dude came up there and then they said they struggled with him, and I don't know exactly if he said he held him while Franklin stabbed him up, or they was wrestling him down and Franklin was stabbing him up then. But I mean, but then he started trying to. He was telling me pieces and pieces of it every day. Like then I started believing it. Like it was true. Like it can't be lying. But then Rory left the cell and Franklin came back and like he lit me up with it. He just started talking about everything. Every night it was he said the dude got stabbed left-handed. He said it was a left-hand stab, so all the blame is gonna be on Rory anyway, because he said Rory a left-handed person. He said all the stab wounds that he got stabbed with the left hand. And like he was saying about the mask. One thing
Okay, so this is the last interview with this guy, and then we're gonna go check out Paula's, and then yeah, we'll take it from there. I do want to show every one of Paula's interviews because they interviewed her so many times, and I don't think she would lie about. I don't think she would stick up for Ty, because all these people knew each other from the sounds of it. But wouldn't you think you'd be afraid of the predator out there that, you know,
on the border.
All right. So he started hitting you up every night and telling you a little bit.
Yeah, he started telling me
about the left-handed,
especially with the like what he said about the mask. He was like, y'all had several masks,
but you ain't got the right one.
Where did he say the right one was? You remember?
Well, he didn't say what the right one was. He ain't never tell me that. I don't think he never got that far to tell me that. He just saying they ain't got the right mask. He was like, I don't know if he say he threw it or whatever, but I don't think he really explained to me what he did with the right mask that was supposed
Did
to
he
be.
say something about like having thrown a knife and a mask, or that they're close together type thing?
No, that's what he said. He said he dropped one. That's right. He said he dropped one off one place with the knife in the book bag, and he dropped the mask off somewhere else. He said the mask wasn't gonna be found.
Okay.
He said the mask is not gonna be found. But he said Rory is the one that got rid of the clothes. He was supposed to get rid of the clothes and make it look good. So I guess they split up after that or whatever. But that's what he said. He's like Rory got the clothes and everything, so everything should have been good.
Okay.
But he say the dude he say the only thing that's really fucking him up is what his name, John Johnson.
Okay.
He said John Johnson threw him right up under the bus. Like he said he went to tell him everything that they did. So that made me believe it was true too, because he was like, man, he started telling everything that we did, and that's the only thing that got me fucked up is his word against mine. But he said they ain't gonna believe a word of a dude that did it, or that did it, and then he just trying to get himself out of trouble and throw me up under the bus. But he was like, he the only one holding him back.
Okay. Did he describe the person that he or Rory stabbed at all? What they look like, anything like that, or where he stabbed them, or
no? All he did tell me was he said they put him in a room with this dude named Hollywood, and he said Hollywood when he talked to Hollywood, he said Hollywood told him everything was great. He kept his name up out of it. He was like, man, I kept your name up out of it.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying, you should be straight. But they ain't never described what the dude looked like or nothing like that.
Okay. I know you said that it was a revenge.
He said it was a revenge, but the girl, they say the girl, if I can think of her name. What was her name? I can't really think of her name, but she was the one that set her up. It was supposed to be a sweet little robbery. The dude was supposed to get a whole lot of dope, and he's supposed to have money. And the girl that set it up was beefing with the other girl that was already at the house. So it was supposed to be a retribution off of her anyway. It was supposed to be a revenge.
Gotcha.
You know, so but it wasn't supposed to go bad. It was supposed to just get it all and get out the way.
Right. Did they say what they were robbing them for? Was it just money?
But it was supposed to be crack. It was supposed to be a whole bunch of crack coming in. But Tyrone said they only got a cookie of crack.
Okay.
He said, man, we only got a cookie out the whole deal.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was no money involved, or I don't remember him saying anything about money. But I'm pretty sure he said it was they only got a cookie of crack out the whole deal.
Gotcha. Did he ever talk about how he felt bad that what happened to the guy that got stabbed and the fact that he died and he wasn't even supposed to be part of it? Did he ever? Or is it just a cost of business?
I don't really think he ain't really expressed no. Nah, see, this the thing with him, because he used to tell me, like, he used to rob people all the time. He was like, man, just go ahead and do it and get it over with. He was like, don't ever have no feelings for nobody, nothing like that. He was like, just go ahead and do it. So when he was talking about the dude, he was like, man, it was done. We couldn't change it. You know what I'm saying? It was just a robbery gone bad. He was like, we had to kill him, or we was gonna end up going to jail.
Gotcha. All right. Did he ever describe the mask, what it looked like, or talk about it in any sort of way?
All I know was he said he had a whole bunch of different masks, and he was like, the ones that y'all got is not the right mask. He never tell me what the other one looked like. I don't know if it was black, white, or whatever. But he said it was on his son's Facebook. Something like that.
Son's Facebook?
Yeah, on his Facebook it's supposed to be his son's mask. That's what it was. It's supposed to be all his son's mask. But he said he had the mask that was on Facebook.
Okay, and that's the one that.
Yeah, I guess that's the one. Wherever that looked like,
Okay.
that was the one he used. I guess that's the way he described it.
Gotcha. And did he ever describe the knife in any sort of way or anything like that?
Nah, he just said
he got stabbed up with a knife. Like I guess it was, I don't know if it was long, big, or whatever.
Gotcha.
Just stabbed the dude to death with a knife.
All right. And I think before you told me that the book bag itself, he said had gone into an air conditioner, or
Yeah, he said he put it in air conditioning vent.
okay,
Yeah.
where at? Like,
all I know, I think I remember him saying somewhere in Big Carpet. I think it was something like Big Carpet or something like that.
Big Pine or
One of them,
something?
Big something. I can tell you that it's
Okay.
Big something. I don't know if it's Big Carpet, Big Pine, or whatever. But I know he said he hit it in an air vent there. He said it was never gonna be found.
Okay. I think. Did he ever talk about anybody besides the 3 people that we talked about? Did he ever talk about anybody else, and actually 4 people, being involved in it, or was it just those
It was
4?
it was them and that girl. I know for sure. The girl was the one that started up from the get go, and he was just saying the dude Hollywood was like, he said the dude Hollywood say that he told the police he wasn't there.
Gotcha.
So he was good on that part.
Okay.
But that's the only ones I know that was involved in it.
Did he ever talk about any other evidence that we have that was good or bad for him, or he said we don't have?
Well, he said the clothes y'all got is, he said you can only blame that on Rory because he said y'all caught Rory red-handed with the clothes, him and his wife, and he was like that's the only one you got evidence on is Rory. He was like, y'all caught Rory with the bloody clothes or whatever, and that was it. So it shouldn't be nothing against him.
All right.
The only thing that he said y'all got against him is that John Johnson dude. But he said it specifically. He's like, man, only thing holding me back is this dude threw me right up under the bus as soon as the police asked him what time it was. He was like, he told everything, but he was like, they ain't gonna be able to hold up because they know he did it. So all he doing is trying to throw the blame on him. He said it's gonna look bad for him in court.
Okay. Is there anything I haven't asked you so far that I'm forgetting that you can think of?
Let me see.
Did you ever mention anything about the shoes? What he did with those? Or
No, I never said anything about shoes.
And did he tell you whether we have the knife or not?
No. Well, he just said he hid the knife. He said he's pretty sure y'all wasn't gonna find a knife, the book bag, none of that. He said he didn't think y'all was gonna find none of that.
Okay. And so it wasn't necessarily that the knife and the book bag were together, just that both were hidden where we
both were hidden and y'all weren't gonna find them.
Gotcha.
I forgot where he said hit the knife. I just know everything went in different directions. The book bag or wherever it was went in the air vent. The mask he threw somewhere, and the knife was different too. Everything was in different places.
Okay.
I thought at first that he said the knife was in the book bag.
Okay. But you're not sure about that part?
I'm not sure about that part, but I know everything's supposed to be gone.
Oh, or everything's supposed to be in different places? Yeah, okay. I got you. Just a misunderstanding then. All right. And Rory, you don't remember him saying anything else? That was pretty much it with him?
No, he was like I say, at first he kept proclaiming his innocence, but then he started, I don't know, it's like he started breaking down. Every time he get in an argument with this certain dude, he go telling me stuff, and he started telling me about like, man, we fucked up. It was supposed to be done one way and it's done another way, and we end up having to kill somebody. Like, but the whole time he proclaimed his innocence till he said that. But then he started trying to show me his evidence. It's on camera in the jail. He started going through packets trying to show me his evidence. And he was like, the only thing y'all got is his phone. That's what it was. I think it's a blue phone.
Okay.
He said that's the only thing y'all got on him is that damn phone.
What did he say specific about that phone that was?
It was left somewhere. I just don't know where. Or either something either left somewhere, but something text on it or something like that, man. I just know that phone he said the phone had a big part in that.
Okay. He said a blue phone?
He said it was I think it was a blue cover on the phone.
Okay. Anything else you can think of?
As I recall.
All right, and you understand doing this statement and everything else, it could result in having to testify in court and everything like that.
I understand that.
And you're fine testifying in court?
I'm fine. I do it around in space. The only thing about that is that, like, he really done it, like, self-destructive. Like, he didn't give a damn about killing the dude or nothing. Like, he wanted crack. Crack, you can't kill nobody with no crack.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's like he didn't even care at all. Like, the way he said it, he didn't even care. Rory had more feelings about it than he did. Like, the dude, he blatantly didn't care. He was like, man, it's a job. Job got to be done.
Right, perfect. Appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off if you don't have anything else.
No, that's it.
All right. All right. So now we're gonna go and look at hold on. Paula's interview that she had. Not with the PD. Hold on. There it is. Found it. All right. Okay, this is Paula. What was this interview? Oh, in 2021. My bad. I thought it was 2019.
Doc Justice here with True Homestead. Today we're sitting down with Paula Belmont. Miss Belmont is the surviving victim of the Treehouse murder story that we've been covering a while here at True Homestead. Miss Belmont, thank you so much for sitting down with us today to give us your time and tell us a little bit about your story.
You're very welcome.
Miss Belmont, just because of some of the issues that have gone on in this case, I want to make sure that we're clear here. You're here of your own free will, and you haven't been threatened or coerced in any way or offered any compensation for your interview today, have you?
Yes, I'm here on my own free will because no, I haven't been offered anything.
Okay. And you're just here because you want to be able to tell your story in your words for what you believe to be the truth, and you want people to be able to hear that?
Yes, I want justice for Tyrone.
Absolutely. Miss Belmont, being the surviving victim of this case, would you like to recount a little for us your recollection of the night that the murder occurred and that you were attacked?
Okay. I was up the stairs with my friends in the treehouse, which is more like a triple tiered deck with a little overhang, and we were hanging out when two people came barreling up the stairs. One jumped on me immediately, slit my neck, telling me that if I didn't give him the money, he was going to kill me. As he was beating me, I was kicking on the floor, the floorboards, yelling for help, and continue to yell for help. And as the two people that were there, the one I didn't really get to see because this other person was at my friend, holding a knife to my friend's throat, doing this to him to be quiet. As these two people were going down the stairs, my landlord, Matthew, came up the stairs, and Rory, Detroit Wilson, the one who slit my neck, started to take off his mask, and Matthew saw it, and that's when he got stabbed and murdered.
Okay, so before Matthew approached and there was an incident with Matthew, Detroit or Rory Wilson is holding you down and had cut you.
Yes. Cut me with his left hand and was beating me with his right hand, punching the hell out of me.
And there's a second assailant that's there, and he's holding a knife to your friend. And that friend is
Yes.
Roger?
Yes. Now, I didn't know this at the time because I really couldn't see much past Detroit because he's a very big man.
Okay, so there were two assailants. One of them,
Yes.
you know for a fact, is Detroit. And
Yes.
he is
Even
attacking you. And then
Yes.
the other assailant is kind of dealing with your friend Roger and telling him to
Yes.
be quiet.
Didn't tell him, but shushed him
Okay.
like that. He didn't speak while he was up top of the stairs.
Okay. And then your landlord, Matthew, starts coming towards up the stairs.
Yes.
And at that point, both assailants leave you.
No, one was already going down, and like Matthew walked past him to come up. That was the person. I guess he had his head turned or whatever. I'm not sure because I couldn't see that. But as Rory was the one facing Matt when Matt was turning the corner to come up to me. So there was essentially one in front of Matthew, one behind Matthew.
And is Detroit or Rory? Is he the one who attacked Matthew?
Yes.
So Detroit attacked both you and Matthew.
Yes.
Okay. And the second assailant, the first assailant, Rory Detroit, you know it was Rory Detroit, and he's a black man,
Yes.
correct?
Yes. Yes.
And Tyrone Tucker's a white man.
Yes.
Different body plan, different body build, different locomotion, everything.
Width-wise, height-wise, walking-wise, everything.
In the second assailant, I'm not sure that he's been 100% positively identified. Some people think it might be this guy, Travis. Some people are claiming it's Tyrone. But you know Tyrone, correct?
The police are the ones that claim it's Tyrone.
Okay.
And other idiots in the street. But, well, Detroit and Travis say it's Tyrone, too. After they used Tyrone as an alibi, and both of them were arrested, then they made Tyrone an accomplice. Originally, Tyrone was their alibi.
Originally, they said Tyrone was their alibi. Tyrone's not there. We were with Tyrone to give themselves cover for not being there.
Each one of them separately said that until they both got caught, and then they turned Tyrone into the next assailant when there was only two people there.
Okay, so the second assailant will assume or say for right now that it's likely Travis, but it could be Tyrone. How do you know that the second assailant was not Tyrone?
No, it's not Tyrone. It didn't match Tyrone's height or frame. I saw half of his body from the back. It's not him width-wise. It's not him height-wise. When Matthew went tumbling down the stairs, I heard the other person say, I think he's dead, or I think we killed him. It was not Tyrone's voice. I know Tyrone's voice.
Yeah, I was going to say, Tyrone has a very, very distinctive voice. I've spoken with him several times. And you might not have been very closely associated with Tyrone before this, but you knew Tyrone enough to recognize his voice.
Exactly. Correct. Exactly.
In your recollection,
I actually didn't even remember his name. Was Tyrone? I don't think that's how I met him. But I know him enough that no, it was not his voice. It was not his size. Like I said, even though I only saw the back part of this person,
and you feel
that it wasn't.
And you feel confident that it was not Tyrone.
Yes, absolutely. And I had said that from day one or night one, however you want to phrase it.
So after the incident, the police interviewed you. How did the interview go?
Pretty much the way they decided they wanted it to go.
Did you feel that they tried to influence your testimony or get you to change your testimony or add something to your testimony?
Like every time I tried to stick up for Tyrone, I was just shushed aside. The subject would be changed. Oh no, Paula, it didn't happen like this. You don't know Tyrone, like we know Tyrone. He's manipulative. He's evil. They told me he's got this really bad criminal record. As far as I know of, I don't even think he has a criminal record prior. But every time I tried to stick up for him, the more I stood up for him, the more I got kicked to the curb, I guess you would say.
Did you feel that the way they were interrogating you in their investigation was improper, as if they weren't listening to what you were telling them, but were trying to insert their own facts that they wanted into the case?
Well, yes. Even down to day one, a drug deal gone bad. That was a crock of shit. There was never no prior drug deal that day gone bad. I don't know where all that came from. The same place everything else that their lies have come from. Tyrone happened to be staying in that warehouse that night, and that's how he got roped into it.
I've read the transcripts in a lot, and there's so much going on, and it seems very clear for me there's a lot of improper things happening. I'd like to assume that it was malicious, but I don't know that, but it seems very clear that it's improper. So I want to ask you another question. When the police, so Matthew's been killed, you've been cut,
yes.
There's a robbery, and there's people injured. The police come to the scene that night, and it's a crime scene, correct?
Yes.
Do you think
Well,
do you think that they properly collected all the evidence that was there?
oh hell no! The blanket that I was attacked on wasn't even taken. For starters, there was blood everywhere all over that blanket. I was sliced on that blanket. I was beaten on that blanket. It was still on the bed, covered in blood the next day.
So you've been following this case quite intently, correct?
Oh, you're breaking up.
I'm sorry. I said you've been following this case since the beginning very intently, correct?
Yes.
In your opinion, do you feel that there's been other mishandling of evidence or improper collection of evidence or gathering of evidence?
Of course there has. In the real world, it wouldn't happen like this.
I agree. I noticed in the deposition transcript, the lead detective picture, he admitted that he had a sustained IA against him for, I believe it was 178 counts of mishandling evidence in this case. I'm not even sure how you have 178 pieces of evidence if you're saying they didn't collect the evidence, but that's what he admitted to. I don't know if it was several counts per piece or what, but that just seemed absolutely just unfathomable to me that it would go that way.
It made no sense.
Did you hear that? Actually, it's 208 mishandling. Poor Paula.
Paul, is there anything else that you would like to say about this case, or that you feel in your heart that you want people to know?
I want people to know that I feel that Penny Phillips, Colleen Dunn, all of them that are lying and try to frame Tyrone, I feel that they should go to jail for the same amount of time that Tyrone sat in jail.
So you're the surviving victim. You're alleging and basically telling me you swear that, I know you're not under oath here, but I think when we spoke before, you said that you swear on your life that it was not Tyrone.
Yes, on my life, which I almost lost. No, it was not.
And as you said before, your big motivation here is that you know Tyrone is innocent and you want that to be heard. So
yes, and if Matthew was alive, he would fight for Tyrone too, because that's the type of person that Matthew was. I don't want to see anyone in jail that doesn't belong in jail.
And being that you're so adamant that Tyrone was innocent, and you're so adamant that you want it to be heard that Tyrone was innocent, have you and Tyrone spoken recently?
No, we're not allowed to. I had tried to reach out to Tyrone and reached out to Lauren, who I didn't know, for the plain and simple fact that once Tyrone was let out on bond at that ridiculous price, I was worried that Tyrone was getting in trouble for me being the person who he got charged with for tampering with a witness, because inadvertently me and Tyrone accidentally had lunch together. Like, we met up at McDonald's before Tyrone was arrested. Rory had already been arrested and Tyrone hadn't. And I happened to walk into McDonald's and he was in the back corner because he had just been released from being questioned. And he came up to me, and I mean, literally, we went outside because I was bawling, telling my story, crying on his shoulder. I got sidetracked.
It's okay. We're talking about the no contact order, and you meet up with Tyrone.
Okay, yes. So then later on, when I find out that Tyrone got arrested, it said for witness tampering, and I was upset, thinking that he was in trouble for talking to me. So I reached out to Lauren, reached out to Tyrone, the Free Franklin Tucker page. I did get a response from Lauren on Facebook. I called. Now at this point, Colleen Dunn had been kicked to the curb like she belongs, and the new prosecutor. I contacted the prosecutor and said I want to be able to Facebook and message back and forth with Lauren. Judge Jones issued a no contact order, which I'm trying to get lifted. I wrote a letter. Apparently, you have to have a motion filed. But I now have a lawyer to help me so I don't get railroaded for doing things like what I'm doing now, talking to you. Because, that frame everybody down here as far as this case is concerned.
I'm sure of that. But I want you to know, I strongly believe, I'm not an attorney, I cannot give legal advice, but you have a First Amendment right to speak. I'm the media. You have a right to speech, press, and petition. If anything happens to you, if you have any retaliation or anything negative, please let me know immediately. You have all my contact information. I will find attorneys to hop on this if your attorney needs help.
Thank you.
So you said the judge had issued the no contact order. Do you know if the
Yes.
state had requested that?
No, I don't know. The only reason I found out about it was because Lauren told me. Lauren was worried that they were going to get in trouble for me trying to reach out to them through Facebook, which is why I got in touch with the state attorney, the new state attorney. So I don't know the details of it. I do know I'm trying to get it dropped because I would like to talk to Tyrone. Basically, I want to tell Tyrone I'm sorry for everything he's been through.
So you know the judge issued the order, but you don't know if the judge did that on his own or somebody had requested it.
I think he did it on his own because it's not just Tyrone. It's also against the other two.
Okay.
It's all three of them.
And
Detroit.
You didn't want this contact order, correct? And you did not want this contact order, and you've hired an attorney to get it removed. Is that correct?
Well, I actually got an attorney, a pro bono attorney.
Oh, God bless.
That would help me. I didn't ask for it. I wanted. I mean, the other two were in prison jail where they need to be. I don't want nothing to do with them. But like I said, Tyrone was my friend. Tyrone still is my friend, even though we're not allowed to speak. But I want to be able to speak to him. I want to be actually able to speak to Lauren instead of just. I'm gonna meet him. I want to meet Lauren. I would like to go out and give Tyrone a hug and just literally, like I said, apologize to him for the nightmare that he's been going through.
Lauren's an angel, and Ty's been put through a nightmare. I just wish all of us that go through these nightmares could have angels like Lauren. She's a force of nature I have absolute respect for.
Without Lauren, Tyrone would probably die in jail, in prison, because.
Ms. Belmont, before I hop off here, I want to ask you one more thing. Now, you mentioned the witness tampering or witness intimidation. I know witness tampering or tampering with a witness was one of the charges levied against Tyrone. But
yeah, and that proved to be bullshit also.
Now, I agree it's likely bovine excrement. Where I'm trying to go at with this, though, is whether Tyrone, if somehow or another he did tamper with another witness, it was another witness. It absolutely was not you. Is that correct?
Absolutely no, not me. It was supposedly Rory's Detroit's wife.
Okay, but Tyrone or Lauren or nobody other than police have ever asked you to change your testimony. Is that correct?
That's correct. The police never really asked me to change my testimony. They just tried to sway me. Like at one point, Matt Pitcher almost had me questioning, like, well, could this really have been? But no, there was nothing that would make me say it was Tyrone. And I'm in a weird situation because two of them I'm going against and the one I'm sticking up for. So it's kind of confusing for the defense attorney. Yes, but that's the way it is.
So you're not just somebody who doesn't want anybody to ever be punished. People who are guilty and committed murder or robbery, you absolutely believe should be sitting in jail.
Oh, yeah.
But you believe an innocent man should never sit in jail the same way I do.
If I thought Tyrone did it, he can rot in hell like the other two, as far as I'm concerned. But Tyrone didn't do it.
Miss Belmont,
and I'm going to fight just as much as I can for him because he deserves to have somebody stick up for him instead of the crooked Bubba system down here.
Miss Belmont, I really want to thank you so much. I can't thank you enough with words for sitting down and speaking with me and speaking with my audience. We've been following this case for a while, and there's hundreds, if not thousands of pages. And when you go through it, it's beyond obvious of the issues, but it's hard to describe or get anybody to follow reading 500 pages. I think your words will really help a lot of readers understand what's going on and how egregious the conduct or misconduct of the state's attorney's office and the sheriff's office has been in this case.
Yes, sir. And I certainly hope it helps Tyrone.
Again, we thank you so much. If you need anything from me or you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. If there's any retaliation, I would want to know about it immediately. And again, God bless you. I'm praying for you. And I hope I get to meet you soon and buy you dinner.
Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you very much.
You're so welcome. God bless.
Ain't she sweet? All right. Now we're going to watch April's. Let's see here. April. Now, this April interview, which you guys, I find it interesting. You want to know why I find it interesting? Because she was able to get it where they don't record it or anything like that. Check it out. I can't wait for a discovery for this. Oh, I should explain. This is April. This is a lady that it doesn't matter who any of these people are talking, it all comes back to her. The setup. Even people that aren't involved in the case.
April, is it okay if Matt sits in with us? Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, good deal.
I'm sorry, really quickly, just one of the volunteers, I need to tell,
Go
it
ahead.
was must have done. And, the other thing is with my lawyer, and because this lady is putting everything on the internet, I don't want to be video recording. Hi, Don, it's Anna. How are you, sweetie? I just wanted to let you know the cats at the spot are done. And there should be plenty of water at the fire station. The cats at the spot are already done. And I washed your dishes for you too. But I unfortunately I left them home and I won't be home for probably an hour or so. Okay. I just wanted to, all right, let you know. No, you're all set. Well, I contacted a blind cat sanctuary in Virginia, and they emailed me back. So I sent them pictures, and we're trying to talk about it. First, we have to have her assessed by a veterinarian, though. She's not completely blind, and Boxer's got her, so she'll be okay. Boxer's taking care of her. Boxer, you know, the big orange and white one with all the fingers? Yeah. So somehow she's made friends with him.
Don't worry about it.
I know. John, can we talk about this in a little while? I'm in the middle of just arriving at an appointment. Can I call you back? All right. No, I'll call you. No, thanks, sweetie. Sorry, he texted me and didn't know where he's supposed to go tonight. He's a volunteer. He's new and he's really good.
That's good. Well, you want to hear from them. You want to hang on to them. April, you need to know that it's not the state putting anything out on the internet, okay? That's the first thing.
So how are these things right?
Because what happens is, under discovery, the state is obligated to give the other attorneys, the defense attorneys.
And so before trial, I mean, I really think she's jeopardizing people's lives here.
And I would not disagree with that. Right now, we are being video recorded and audio recorded.
I don't want to
Okay,
do any interviews on a video, because what I'm going to tell you, I'm going to drop some names.
Okay, I'm gonna leave the video running just for a minute, leave Matt here with
All
you,
right.
and call the state attorney's office and get some guidance.
Did you hear that? She doesn't want to be recorded because she's talking. And they do end up shutting it off. That's why I can't wait for discovery, because I want to know what she said. All right.
On this, so I'll just be back with you in a minute, okay? All right, I'll be right back. Have fun talking to Matt.
Yeah, we can't do it that way. My lawyer said that we have to wait.
Okay, not a problem. I'll talk.
This isn't on, just so you know. Right,
No.
on, it's just not recording.
That's fine. It's
Okay.
not me.
I'm just letting you know.
It's just because,
I hear you.
you know, what I know about what happened has only come up on one of the interviews.
Oh, okay.
And I do not believe that person had anything to do with actually killing the man, but I believe he's the one that said, go get my money back from my girl, to these people. I'll be honest with you, those two white guys, I've never seen either one of them in my life. Never. I thought, does one have a lame hand?
I don't know.
Tyrone, the Franklin Tucker? you have a lame hand?
I don't know, to be honest with you, when this happened.
Aren't you Detective Bishop?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm Detective Corey.
You're 6'4".
Yeah.
What is his name?
Yeah, so when this happened, I was working on patrol in Marathon, so I know nothing about this at all, so.
Oh,
Names and all that stuff.
because if it is one person when I look at the face, I think that's, almost 20 years ago that I knew of him downtown. You know what I mean? Like I see him, he'd be at the corner store and stuff.
How long have
And
you been in
then-
the Keys?
89.
Oh, okay.
I left in, came in 89. I left in 99, went upstate New York and went to college. Went to Virginia to college. Transferred from community to another community. And then came back in 2005.
What was your degree in?
Science, I didn't finish.
Oh, okay.
I didn't finish. It wasn't I didn't want to finish. When I went to Virginia, it was because my mom was having surgery. And so I thought I would only be gone for the Christmas break. Well, the surgery turned out to be a lot more expensive than we thought, and she needed like 10 weeks recovery time. So I paid out of state tuition and continued at community college there. And
Gotcha.
my mom and I have issues.
I gotcha. And then you came back.
Yeah, but all the schooling did pay off, and all the experience did pay off. I learned a lot.
Good. Yeah, I've got a lot of credits as well that didn't formulate into a degree, but still have the knowledge. So I know what you mean.
Experiences. I've learned a lot more working in veterinary hospitals. When I went first up to New York, I was working I got a receptionist job in the veterinary hospital. I was so excited. Because ever since I was a little kid, it's not like I look for them. I walk outside and trip over them.
Right.
Somehow or another.
Yeah.
They find me. I can't escape it. Boyfriend after boyfriend, husband, mother, sister, grandmother, everybody. Would you stop? You can't save the world. I'm not trying to. It's just the ones that are right in front of me, I can't ignore.
Right.
You know? Some of the police officers at the fire station laugh at me. They're like, you could stay home because I can't leave my house. They'll hear me shut my door. They hear my voice. They follow me.
Wow.
I don't know exactly what it is, but when I started working at the veterinary hospital of state, one of the doctors, she was an internist from Cornell. She asked me if I could fill in some extra hours at the emergency clinic on the weekends. I was like, sure. She's trying to buy money to buy a car, to upstate New York, sticks in the snow. And I guess the emergency hospital, and people would bring their animals in, they'd run in with their animals lateral down, unconscious, things like that, hit by car, or poisoning, all kinds of stuff. And I just had this second sense for what was wrong. And they're like, how do you know? Because I brought this cat back. I'm like, I think we need a BG. And they're like, are you a receptionist or, how do you know this? I'm like, I don't know. And then I started having these dreams. And I would have dreams and I would talk in Latin in my dreams. So I'd write things down as soon as I woke up. So they actually paid for my first semester of college. And because, I don't know, it's weird.
Interesting.
I brought everything, old stuff, as you can see, real old stuff.
Lots of goodies.
Well, unfortunately, lots of them, you know what, when everything started to go bad at the house, I probably shouldn't get emotional, but, the whole thing is really emotional for me because I was just trying to fight for our house, our space. Before she came there, everything was nice there.
Who's saying she?
Paula.
Oh, okay.
And then she was only supposed to stay for 2 weeks, I've known Paula. I've known Paula 20 years. I had my issues with drugs. Unfortunately, when I was 12 years old, I started selling drugs to pay our bills. I was 14, I had to leave home. And then eventually became an addict,
Yeah.
April, I just talked with the state attorney, and they completely understand that you don't want to be videotaped. What they want to know is if you're willing to tell me what about the videotape that you're really concerned about.
It's being on the internet.
Okay, and you completely understand it's not the state attorney that's been putting it on the internet,
I
right?
understand this woman's denied lady.
Okay, and what's your concern about it being on the internet?
Well, because she's making these little, I don't know, she thinks she's, like a lawyer now. Because she's making these little PowerPoint presentations where have you seen them?
No, I haven't been on the internet trying
Okay,
to.
just in a couple days, she's making these little PowerPoint presentations now of the framing of Franklin Tyrone Duck. And she's putting my phone records on the internet.
Okay.
She's saying that I caused Stacey Medina, I didn't call Stacey Medina. Stevie Jones lives in the complex right next to me.
Okay.
A couple weeks before that, him and Robbie Nevis had come. I was hiding in the shower. That's how afraid I was of the people that were in my back room.
Okay.
Paula kept sending people down there. You know, Robert Frost had called me and said, Paula's got it in for you. I told Matt, I'm not paying his rent. I'm paying rent. I owe you or the rent. Because I was going to see my mom for the first time in 10 years.
Okay.
For Thanksgiving. So I just wanted to make sure everything in my house was secure. My room had gotten broken into twice. You know, I changed our with quarters in it up to here.
Yeah.
You know, my keyboards were stolen. I would keep coming home and finding my room broken into. Okay?
So,
wait, let me
oh,
finish.
no, I'm sorry, Anna, go ahead.
Paula was supposed to stay for 2 weeks. You know, I've known her 25 years. I've known her for everything. Y'all know I've always struggled with my addiction.
Yeah.
Okay, I started selling drugs when I was 12 years old. I didn't have a choice. You know, my dad was giving me them help. And then eventually caught up with me. I became an addict. But I also learned that at some point I came to this decision that I can't live like this. I don't live in chaos. You know, she's
Right.
saying I brought people's house. No, I don't want nobody to know where I live. I don't want anybody knocking on my door. You know? So
April, if I'm
when it
hearing
became chaotic, and then the first time I got assaulted because someone was looking for her, I got really upset.
looking for her, looking for Paula? Okay.
First one was on was Jane Green. I said, Matt, that's it. I'm not paying you any rent that I owe you.
Okay.
Because I'm paying rent at 2 places now. Now I'm working at my work to stay there for free, which I have all the receipts of.
Okay.
And I'm going to pay your rent too? No, she's got to go. Okay? Then I pay rent in here. Okay? You're going to lose your property if you don't get her out.
Okay.
Okay? So they're going to raid the place, then code enforcement will come, they're going to shut the whole place down. You know, we have tomato plants growing. In fact, he reduced my rent because I was doing so much work around the property.
On the property, okay.
I mean, everything in the back was a mess. I couldn't do anything about, you know, carpentry. But tore all the vines down. I got everything cleared out. The whole yard was clear. She would put the bathroom in a bucket beside her bed. She couldn't even walk downstairs to this, right? And then she would throw it out this right outside my window.
Oh, wow, okay.
I would clean up the yard. She would clean her deck off pieces of chore boy, razor blades. I mean, all kinds of things right onto the ground. You know, I'm now walking in flip-flops to the property to go to the shower. Right? We have 3 puppies on the property. And we got, sorry, I'm a bit of a redneck. I'm getting niggers kicking the door in, okay?
Okay.
Right? We got niggers kicking the gate in. I'm sorry, I don't mean to say like that. But that's how I felt about it. Because I'm not talking about black people, whether it was a Puerto Rican person, a white person, whatever. I'm talking about a drug-dealing person that's coming like a gangster to come look for her.
Okay.
Right? And it was a pregnant lady. She was big, and she's screaming and yelling at me at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm in a towel coming out of the shower, and I'm like, she was up there, and I'm trying to go to my room. She's like, go get her. And I'm like, right? So I go up the stairs, just pull her crouched down, you know. I said, there's somebody up here. You want to come up? You know, meanwhile, she's sweating, huffing and puffing, and she's big all around. And I'm like, you want to come up and look? And she's like, you tell that. She give us her money. Okay. I don't believe it's the same lady that you interviewed, named.
Okay.
I do not believe that's her.
Okay.
Just by what I saw in the interview.
So April, before we go any further, because what I want to do is, I'm going to let you know that I would like to have this interview videotape, but if you don't want to.
I just don't want to, I'm never going to,
Okay.
I don't want this much involvement in it.
Okay.
And not only that, the fact matters. Do you remember everyone's talking about the first thing that everyone was there for was to put a door up for Paula?
Right.
Paula knew that she owed a lot of money.
Okay.
Or something. And Paula was scared of that. I did not have anything to do with setting up a robbery to get back at her or any of that kind of craziness that they're talking about. I absolutely did not. In fact, Melissa Thomas was very angry with her and kept calling me, asking me, is she home? I don't want any trouble at my house. I tell Melissa, don't come here.
April, can I audio tape it so it's not, so the video's not on the internet? Because what you said to
See,
me.
if I'm going to tell you a name, if I'm going to tell you names, do you remember the first interviews about soldiers, there's black people that did this,
Yeah, right.
right? And if I say your names and it never comes to fruition,
So if
you
I,
can't guarantee my safety,
so if
but
I,
you've heard the name before.
okay, but if I'm hearing you correctly, your concern about stuff being on the internet is because you're afraid.
Well, you know, I mean, I have a son, I have a sister who's a very prominent lawyer. You know, they don't want to have anything to do with me having things like this
Right.
popping up every time they go on YouTube and they're connected to me.
Because if I understand you correctly, what you are seeing on YouTube isn't accurate. It's not the truth. What they're saying about you is not the truth.
Not only what they're saying about me, other things they're saying are not the truth. They're straight up, especially Todd O'Quinn, who I didn't even know his name, but I wrote it all down.
Okay.
He's changed the story in every interview he's got. And the fact of the matter is, I believe that he had a whole lot to do with what happened.
Okay. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go turn the video off, okay? So you're not gonna be on YouTube. So if I won't put you in any harm's way. And if you're
If you
uncomfortable.
put my name attached to anything, and I tell you,
Okay. April here mentions Todd. That part, I do agree with her. I think Todd has more to do with this than what he's saying.
who hold all this money to?
Okay. We're gonna do.
She's protecting them right now.
Paula is protecting everybody?
Paula knows what she did.
Okay.
Paula's supposed, yeah, so
So I'm gonna go turn the videotape off, okay?
it's testing all be off.
Okay. Let me go take care of that.
Audio
Okay.
and video.
All right, let me go take care of that.
But I'll put it in writing
Okay.
as long as I'm guaranteed it's never gonna get in their hands, because, you know, I might not even be right. To be honest with you, I was so distant from her. I wanted her to go on off the property. I wanted to just live in peace.
April, let me explain to you.
So I might not know all the circumstances correctly, but from what I do know,
Before I turn the video off, let me tell you what having the video on is gonna help you with. Because there are two sides to the story, and we only have one side. And we have everybody's side but your side.
why?
Well, let me ask you this. How long have you been hiding from the police?
I have not been hiding from police.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Ow.
Okay, so putting your side of the story on video
Why
allows.
did you ask me if I was hiding from
I didn't know. We couldn't find you. We didn't know where to look for you.
How did you not find me? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so when all this stuff happened and everything, it was really bad. And Corey and I, you know, Corey was coming and spending 3 days with me, and he was working in Marathon. Corey has a really bad heroin problem,
Okay.
so he couldn't stay here much longer. So our goal was to move to Marathon. And all this stuff happened. We moved to Marathon. We stayed in this disgusting trailer for about a month, and then we got a nice apartment. So I got a job in Marathon Veterinary Hospital. He got a really good job, and I would still come down and work at Straight Cat Chargers, where I was working when I lived in Mass.
Okay.
About twice a week, or whenever they would call me and be like, you know, we got overbooked and we don't have anything clean, and can you come get the stuff? As long as I wasn't working, they knew my days off at the veterinary hospital in Marathon. Sure enough, every single time I would come down to QS work, Corey would relapse because he knew I wasn't home.
Oh, so you weren't there to be.
And then he overdosed and died.
Oh, I did not know that. Sorry. Very sorry.
Thank you. And that was last May. And then I got injured. And I was in the hospital. I mean, I wasn't hiding. I was in the hospital for almost 4 months straight.
What happened?
Well, my friend David, he's like, you're gonna stop this job. And my landlord in Marathon and all the people at my church in Marathon said that you can't shuffle around the house and you're down the like, which is what he did for a month.
True. Yeah. Well, that's grieving. You're grieving a loss. It was really hard.
So I went offshore and went fishing, which is a first fish for years.
Okay.
So I went fishing, and I got injured on the boat, and I caused me to have this surgery. And then what happened was I slipped back my head open, so I had a strep infection that went down.
Oh.
So I had huge abscess under my brain. I didn't even know it. I thought I had a pulled muscle.
That's because you scanned the Holiday Inn Express one day. You thought you were a doctor.
No.
Okay.
I didn't get to stay on holiday and express.
No.
I was still in the boat working. And then when we got on shore and I, had a fever and everything, I was like, let's check out. But when I got up and went forward, I ruptured my gallbladder. Well,
You were a mess.
they saw this and ambulanced me, and then my son-in-law came in afterwards. So it wasn't until actually I got all the way back to Key West, and I'm like, I think I got poop, and I can't. And they're like, oh my God, you've had a ruptured gallbladder this whole time. So went to my liver, my spleen, 4 surgeries. I have A negative blood, so they can only give me O negative, which I had a reaction to. And one thing after another, it just snowballed. So I spent, like 6 months in the hospital, but I certainly have not been hiding. I didn't think I was going to make it.
Congratulations on surviving all
I
that.
promise you, I didn't think I was going to.
It doesn't sound like it.
I really didn't think I was going to. I didn't think I was ever going to be strong again. And I'm just starting to get my strength again. I certainly have been hiding. In fact, when I called my lawyer, I'm like, what should I do? Should I call them? I'm like, I'm expecting all these things that these people are telling me lies. A lot of them, anyway. Not all of them, but a lot of the things I'm hearing are lies.
What, do you remember the guy that came and served you the paper? The guy that, Charles, you talked to Charles? Charles said that you told him you'd been hiding from the police and staying inside the house most of the time.
No, not hiding from the police.
Yeah.
Not hiding from the police at all.
Okay.
He's mistaken in that statement.
Okay.
I actually not hiding from the police.
No, you went to
I told
Marathon
him
with Corey.
Well, we planned to go to Marathon.
Right,
That was
but
the
I
whole
mean,
plan at the beginning.
But you just moved up there. You were.
I had nowhere else to live.
Yep.
I was told by you that I could take one trip to get my stuff out.
Yep.
You remember telling me that?
Yep.
And then I was now trespassing if I was returning the property.
Yep.
Right? So I prepaid my rent. I have receipts to prove it.
I know that.
And now I'm kicked out.
Okay.
So I ended up living in a trailer with no electric, no water, no nothing for months. I absolutely was not hiding from police. What I told Charles Meyer was that on a daily basis, before I walk out the door, I think, what's going to happen? I mean, I don't know all these people that Paula knows.
Okay.
And I don't know who she's really protecting and what they're going to do, because Crystal Dinklecker told me, she said, don't go nowhere by yourself. She's really got an interview. Robert Frost, 2 weeks before this happened, told me, Paula said she's going to get you. Now, everybody wants to take Paula as this weak because she's so frail and fragile looking. She's a biker chick. She's not frail or fragile by any means. She's manipulative. She's convincing. Bullshit. Stop doing the shit you're doing and you won't be in the situation you're in.
Yeah, that's true. That's really true. Okay, so you.
I was absolutely not hiding from the police.
Okay.
In fact, when I contacted my lawyer, which is quite some time back, I asked him, I was like, what do I do? He's like, well, they haven't come looking for you, have they? Not so far as I know. I said, when I was in the hospital, 2 notices came. But I thought it was about my truck, because my truck got towed.
Okay.
So I wasn't sure, because it's Monroe County. I'm like, maybe it's from the state attorney. Now, Colleen Dunn told Richard G. verbatim from what he told me. She said, oh, don't worry, I'm going to get her for all the things she's got away with in her life.
Who's Richard G? Who is that?
Years ago, we had a domestic case, all right? We had lived together for like 2.5 years. But he's a lobster fisherman. At the end of lobster season, we had 4 months rent, which is time that they're off. He literally left with the 4 months rent, and I'm marinating steaks, and he's supposed to bring home cigarettes and beer, and we're going to Fort Sac, and we're going to barbecue, and he's going to stop the rent off the landlord, get cigarettes, and come home. And he never came home. So, yeah, I got that. I know how to pick him. So then we got into a domestic, and I broke my ankle. So I went to Sam's house. Okay, I've been almost a year clean and sober, working in a veterinary hospital, volunteering at the wildlife center, had a little car, had a place at Kathy's Hope next door to Sam's house.
Yeah, very familiar with that, yeah.
Okay, and he's leaving flowers in my car, and I love you and I miss you, and I'm so sorry, and blah, blah, blah. And not 3 days do I move in with him right next door to the office. So I come home and he's got a cracker up on the table, a beer in his hand, and I'm like, oh, hell no. So we got into a battle, and as soon as he fucking grabbed me, as he's grabbing me, I grabbed his collar, grabs his necklace. So they charged me with grand theft. Okay? They're telling me it's burglary because I don't have any record that I live there. I ended up doing almost a year in jail. Yet I had my papers, when I left Sam's house, I did all my paperwork. So I ended up having paperwork saying, yes, this is where I was moving, 68 10 Front Street.
yet Colleen Dunn was just determined that I was just such a terrible person that she was gonna do me in.
Did she prosecute the case on the burglary and the grand theft?
Yeah, and then I ended up just leaving out because it's easier to just take the chip program and get out. I spent all that time fighting the case.
So when did Colleen have this conversation with Richard G? Do
I
you
didn't
know?
have to ask Richard, but he told me when he went to talk to her and tell her that he was sorry, you know, that I caught him off guard. Yeah, I caught him high and drunk,
Okay.
right? And I caught him off guard and he expected me to come home. He didn't even expect me to come home. You know I was coming home after work.
So
So he went to apologize and try to retract all his stuff. And she said, it doesn't matter, I'm gonna get her.
Okay.
And this is what he told me. So I can't say because I didn't hear it
Right.
myself. But because of that, you know what I'm saying? Colleen Dunn, you know, I just know she has this thing for me. I mean, she just scowled at me in court and I'm looking at this lady. I was like, what did I even do?
yeah, so the thing that Richard was telling you about that Colleen said she was going to get you for was the burglary and the ripping his necklace, the grand theft.
I wasn't burglary, I lived
Yeah,
there.
I know.
Moved in.
You're telling me that you had just left Samuel's house, Kathy's house, and gone in there, but you didn't have anything to prove
Well, I
other than
did,
the paperwork from Samuel.
Right, but it took my lawyer to go get that and everything else after I'd been arrested that night.
Okay.
Right, and then I had, what did I have? What's the antibiotic, the big white, Levaquin or
Okay.
Cipros, right? And they just wanted to say they were drugs. I'm like, it's an antibiotic.
Okay.
Right?
How long ago was that? When did that arrest happen?
2014.
2014? So that's when Richard told you, hey, listen, I tried to go talk to Colleen, and she said
Oh, we had a
no.
conversation about it last week. And he was
Okay.
like, yeah, she.
But he reminded
He's
you.
like,
that.
I went and I told him everything, and I told him I was sorry and everything else, and the lady was just like, doesn't matter, I'm gonna get her anyway, she got away with too much in her life.
Okay. But that was from the 2014 case, right?
Right, that's
Okay.
it, that's the only
So-
thing that I have a little, you know, this whole thing's being prosecuted by Colleen Dunn, and all the interviews I'm watching, she's always bringing up my name, everyone's always bringing up my name.
Okay.
What in the heck did I have to do with this?
All right.
Get back at Paula? Get back at Paula for what? Rob Paula for what?
For what?
She was what? Rob Paula of what? She was the one who was trying to borrow $20 from me.
Yeah.
If finally I came to the point where I put my foot down and say, I can't lend you no more money.
Well, let me ask
And
you.
then when I was staying at the boat for so long, which I can show you, I stayed at the boat where I worked for so long, now I'm paying rent where my stuff is, right, and my cat is, just for my cat. And I'm working half my pay is to cover, you know, for the fact that I'm staying at the boat. Because I don't want to go home to that mess. And I kept trying to explain to Matt, you don't understand. You know, they're going to raid your house, they're going to ask for forfeiture, your whole property that you're going to have nothing
You're gonna
to
lose
retire.
everything.
You lose everything. And I finally told her when she started threatening me, she's trying to stay home, she's telling me to clothes. Yeah, look around, I'm not going to stay in your clothes.
No, she always looks anything. So your interview, if it were on the internet, you believe would cause you and other people harm, if I am hearing you correctly, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Would it help if your side of the story was out?
Help who?
Help you? Would it be?
Nothing would help me as if I had any sense and realized none of the situation is my problem or my fault, and I should just get the fuck out.
Well, let me ask you that. So if that side of the story is your side of the story and it's on the internet, does that help you? Does it help you?
Everything that's done is already done. Everything that's on the internet is already on the internet. So there's nothing to help me. All I'm trying to prevent is
further damage. Okay. So April, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go turn the video off.
My name is Anathea. I know the way people still refer to me April, but that's okay.
I will call you Anathea.
But that's okay. April's been many things in high school, so it's okay.
Well, the first night I met you, you told me to call you April because I had a hard time spelling Anathea, if you remember
That's
correctly.
one of the reasons I like April.
That's why I wrote it in the notebook, because it was easier to
And it
spell.
sticks, but you know, especially after all this,
All right.
you know, I mean, this really was life-changing for me. This was just,
It was life-changing for
expected.
a lot of people.
Listen, Matthew lost his life. I mean, would not have lost it if he told her to get out. And he did tell her to get out. And that's what she said she was going to get me. And no sooner did I give him I showed him the cash. And his mouth kept running around. I don't know if they were trying to rob him. But I ended up giving him a check. I have the receipt.
Okay, we're going to take a look at that. But I'm going to return the video off because you're not comfortable with it being on. I hear what you're saying. I would let
You
you.
know, this lady Lawrence and I understand her vindication and her belief that her man is not guilty and all her efforts you know, are, you know, good for you. You know, put your strength in what you believe in. But the fact of the matter is she's damaging other people's lives and she's jeopardizing other people's lives. And I didn't have anything to do with this shit, so why she put my name all over it is upsetting. It's concerning. What are you trying to do? I mean, how is that going to help your man?
Yep.
What you're doing to other people?
And that, Anathea, is why we have you here, is we want your side of the story, and we audio and videotape just to protect you, so we can't write down that you said something you didn't say. We can't say that she said this when she didn't, so the audio and videotape helps protect you and helps protect us.
Unfortunately, I'm emotional.
I know.
Because, you know, he was my friend. And he would get fucked up and do stupid stuff, and I'd be like, Matthew, what are you doing? Oh, come on. No, stop. You know, I mean, he could drink beer all day long. But give him some vodka or give him some crack, and he, boom, lost his mind. He just was not the same person.
Okay.
And that, you know, he was a good person. And he was being taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Left and right, he was being taken advantage of. And I was trying to, I guess in a way, you know, I'm a bit codependent, but I'm always, you know, trying to fix everything for everyone else before myself. I really should have just said, okay, this situation is not good, get out. That's what I should have done in hindsight. But at the same time, you know, Corey was working, he was on his boss's couch. And so when he came back, you know, for a couple of days, and he was with me, I had a place for us, you know.
Right.
Because we hadn't had a place since we left for South Dakota, and he ended up going to South Dakota. We went to South Dakota, sold a house, and when we got there, his dad's like, okay, I'm sending you home because Corey's going to rehab. And, oh, no, Corey's not going to rehab. Corey's going to jail. There's more for his arrest.
Oh, wow.
And that took almost 3 years to solve. In the meantime, that's when I met Richie.
What's his last name? What's Richard G's last name? I don't know this guy.
G-E.
G-E-E?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is he from the Keys?
No, he's from Tennessee, but he's been here for a long time. He's
Shrimper?
very responsible. No, he's a lobster fisherman.
Lobster.
But he's very responsible. You know, he's a hard worker. I'll give him that. Like Corey, I mean, no matter what, goes to work. You know, he doesn't let his people down. Sending him.
You know that we're not judging you because you're emotional. You know that, right?
Well, I mean, I shouldn't be in this situation to begin with.
Anathea, I would like to keep the video on. I really would. Okay, I'm going to go turn it off so we can talk. I want you to think about whether or not you're still going to let me audio tape. Not video, but audio tape. I want you to think about that for a little bit. That helps.
I just want to tell you some things that'll help you guys.
Okay.
And then I don't want to be video or audio tape.
Okay, I'm going to go turn everything off then, okay? I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
So there's that. Now, I don't know if she's talking about Lauren or Paula putting her name out there. No, it's pretty much like the defendants and the witnesses. So I don't know. So tomorrow, I'm not 100% what time, 9:15. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out. But so the state rested last week, and now defense, which is Ty, he's up. I don't know what he's going to show for evidence. I have no idea what he's going to do. And I want to say for me, Lauren, by the way, is his wife, Ty's wife. I'm glad they put all this information out there. I am glad after watching the DNA expert, there's nothing putting him there. Just saying. If the DNA was there you go. Wrap it up in a bow. Okay, everybody. Talk to you later.